Hey everybody, welcome to the Distinctive Agent Show, part 3 of Who Are You? I mean, as an agent. Hey everybody, welcome back. So we're in part 3. We were talking about the different groups of agents, right? You've got group 1, under 10 deals a year. It's all about skills. Group 2, 10 to 25-ish deals a year. It's about processing the things that they're really good at and staying in momentum. What about group 3? 25 plus deals, making a good chunk of change. What about them? Well, if you fall into this group, and again, I'm using these numbers, they're very arbitrary in an area that the average sales price is $1.5 million. You know, that number could be 10, like, you know, you understand. So, but let's walk through the struggle for somebody who has entered that realm. Ultimately, it all becomes about the mindset. And what I find more than anything is, you know, in different markets, there are agents that do a lot of business. We've got one market where the top agent does somewhere between $100 and $120 million. It's an individual agent. Does she have a partner? Yeah, it's her son, right? Does she have an assistant? Yeah. So technically it's 3 of them, but it's not some mega team, and still it's, you know, it's a pretty small market by definition to a major market. You know, like, how is it that she's able to do over 100 million? It's not like she does it, you know, 1 year and then not again for 10. Like, she does it year in and year out. And I know everybody's got a reason, you know, in their mind. They're thinking of it right now. Why that person? Well, they do this differently. Oh, they do that. No, they got lucky and da-da-da. May I suggest something maybe different, just a little bit out of left field? May I suggest maybe that nobody told her that to do 100 million was super hard? Or maybe a different way of saying it is that nobody told her that 100 million wasn't possible. You know, I can take each and every one of our markets and I can tell you who the number one agent was 10 years ago, and I can show you that nobody had thought that they could go over that number, but somebody has in the last 10 years. It's no different than breaking the 4-minute mile. It hadn't been broken forever and ever and ever. And once it was broken like multiple times in the first 6 months. There comes a time where we have to acknowledge that the mind is a very, very powerful thing. We have to acknowledge that what we believe and what we pour into this thing has such a massive impact and can quite literally control the success and or failure that we have. So group 3 is about mindset, and it's about establishing where you believe you can go. So let's go through this, shall we? The very first question that I would ask if I was in the group 3 is, what's really available? Let me give you an example of that, right? If you're in a market that does $1 billion in sales, what's available to you? I know there was an awkward silence for a moment, but I want you to really come up with a number. Some of you are like, hey, 50 million. 50 million's available to me, baby. Yeah, all right? So a couple of you just heard me talk about 100 million. You're like, oh my gosh, that would be amazing. What if I suggested to you that $1 billion is available to you? What if I suggested to you that there is a way for you to get involved in every single transaction if you really could be the one person that everybody absolutely had to talk to, right? How does that change to you what's available and what that goal should be? Goal setting is very, very important, very powerful, right? It's all a numbers game though, right? Our plan is all going to take the goal and we're going to back into the numbers. So establish a compelling goal, not just one that just pops into your head, but if $1 billion is available to you, there's a lot that's available to y'all. Then we have to ask ourselves the question, what needs to happen? And y'all, this is where your mind is going to play some tricks with you, okay? You're going to be thinking, oh my gosh, like I won't have time to go to the gym. And oh my gosh, I'm going to have like 14 assistants. And I'm never going to see my son play basketball. And like my wife's going to think, you know, this or what, you know, whatever. Like it's going to start. I'm just telling you right now, it's It's all the wrong devil on your shoulder talking. There are people doing hundreds of millions of dollars of business. I ran into a lady at Gen Blue. She did 370 sides last year. It's her and 2 assistants. I know a guy in Southern California that did $420 million in sales last year, he and 4 assistants. Folks, this idea that you have to be some kind of a mega team in order to have any kind of production is just total nonsense. It's something that somebody sold somebody, and it's just the shiny penny syndrome, right? Which is certainly a risk to any of us in group 3. It's easy to get distracted and take our attention away from the things that are most important. So let's talk about what really needs to happen in order for us to generate that level of business. And then I want you to ask this question: why not you? Why shouldn't you be the person doing 370 deals? Don't tell me that God, I would hate to do 370 deals. You are full of it. If you could do 370 deals, work the hours that you wanted to work, have the relationships that you wanted to have, and you could earn the money associated with doing 370 deals, the freedom that you would get with that money, the ability to have impact on your community, on people that you love's life, don't tell me you wouldn't want that. I know you want that. I want that. Why not you? Seriously. Don't play small. Why aren't you the person in your marketplace that's doing 100 million plus? Why not you? Because somebody else is or will be. Ultimately, it comes down to 2 pieces. Once you can get through this mindset minefield, that was hard to say, mindset minefield, really it's going to come down to coaching, right? And obviously at Distinctive Properties, you get free coaching. If you're in this group, likely your coaching is from me or from one of our amazing managing directors. But here's the thing. It's about inspiration, not motivation. Inspiration, being very clear on what inspires me to get up and do the things every single day. We know you're in group 3. You've got the skills. You've got the processes. You've already proven that you can do the deal. But now we're talking about doing the real deal, right? And it's about accountability, okay? Inspiration and accountability really comes down to the coaching and the mentors that you have in your life. I would love, love, love to help you through this process. So please, if you're interested in coaching, reach out to me, okay? I'd love to walk you through what that looks like. If you have no interest in coaching in-house or with me, please go find yourself a mentor, right? Connect with another agent that's crushing it, that you can take to lunch once a week, once a month. Find people who are winning. Identify your rabbit, if you will, and just pour in and figure out ways that you're going to feed your mindset so that you can be an absolute beast in the real estate industry. I hope this helped you. If you think that somebody needs to hear this message, would you please share it? I would really appreciate it. Give us some thumbs up, and as always, be distinctive.